Hi everybody, today I'll show you how to edit WooCommerce show page with Elementor. So let's begin. Alright, to edit the WooCommerce show page, first of all what we have to do, we have to go inside the plugins and click on the add new plugin, and here we have to search for Shop Elementor. Okay, so now we have to install the Shop Elementor and we have to activate this. Alright, so as you can see here that we are inside the dashboard of our Shop Elementor. And now we're gonna go inside the template builder. And inside the template builder, we will be building our new shop page, and that will be used as our default shop page of our WooCommerce store. So let's click on add new here, and I'm gonna name it as custom shop page. And I have to define the type here, that will be shop, and I'm gonna use the Elementor. So let's set this as a default editor, and let's click on save settings, and now let's click on edit with Elementor. Alright, so now what we have to do, we have to build our shop page here. Okay, so how are we going to do this? So first of all, I'm going to add container, and I will go here with a flex box, and here I'm going to go here with a single column structure. Perfect. And inside this, actually I have to change the direction of it. Inside this, what I have to do, I actually have to add 3 more containers. Okay, so I'm going to click on the add element. And here what I have to do, I'm going to search for container. So let's put it here inside our main container. And I'm going to actually have 2 more containers. Okay. So duplicate this, and I'm going to also duplicate this again. And one thing that I have to do here in our main container is that I have to change the width of it. So it is going to be full width. Okay. So now what I have to do, so this will be around the width of 25%, and this is also going to be with 25% of the width, and this is going to be around 50% of the width. Alright, so now this is looking better, and now what I have to do, I'm going to add the heading in between our middle container. So I'm going to write down heading here. Let's just drag this and put this here, and this is going to be shop here, and I will put this into center. Alright, now I'm going to go inside our main container. Now I have to align the items into the center. Perfect. Okay, so what else I can do here? I'm going to add the background color onto my middle container. So I'm going to add the background color here. So this is going to be a kind of grayish color. Okay, so let me just add the gray color here. Alright, so now I'm going to change the opacity of my color. So this is going to be pretty light here. Perfect. And now what I have to do, I'm going to add the border radius. So this is going to be around 20 px, or we can go here with the 10 px. Perfect. And now what I have to do, I'm going to add the background image on our main container. So I'm going to go into the style, click on the classic, and here we can select the image. And from here we can simply select this image, click on select. And now what I have to do, I actually have to change the position of it. So this is going to be center, and I'm going to change the repeat to no repeat, and the display size would be cover. Perfect. And now what I have to do, I have to add the background overlay, and this is going to be the black color in our background overlay. So I'm going to add the dark color here, and now I'm going to increase the opacity here. Perfect. I can settle for 0.6 in the opacity or 0.7. So I'm going to go here with the 0.7. So now what I have to do, I have to click on my heading. I have to change the color of the text here. So this is going to be the white color, or we can go here with the green color. So let's just go here with the green color, and this is looking good. And now I'm going to increase the height of my container. So I'm going to go inside the layout, and we're going to increase the height here. Perfect. Similarly, I'm going to increase the height of my heading. So let's click on typography and increase the height here. So we can go here with the 60 px, and I'm going to also change the font family here. So we're going to go here with Acme. Perfect. We're going to go here with the Acme. Alright, so now what I have to do, I have to click on add container again, click on the flex box, and here I will go here with the 2-column structure, but it will be unequal 2 columns. So I'm going to click on this one. And now what I have to do, I will click on our add element, and now I will search for product archive layout. So I'm going to simply drag this and put this here, and now you will be able to see our products here. Okay, and this is looking great. Now you can see here that we are having the number of columns here. We are having the number of rows here. So I can change the numbers here of the rows and the column. And I'm going to also enable pagination. All right. And now what I have to do, I'm going to go here with 3 columns. And then we're going to have, let's say I want to have 3 rows here. And now you can see this, we are having our pagination. Perfect. And now what we have to do, we can allow the order, and we can also show the result count. Let's just enable this. Perfect. Now let's go inside the style here. And here what we have to do, we're going to go inside the title, and inside the title, I'm going to change the typography. So this is going to be Acme. Perfect. And now what we have to do, we can increase the size of our title. All right, so this is looking better. So we can go here with 18px here. Perfect. And after this, we have the price. So here in the price, what we're going to do, we're going to actually change the typography here. So this is going to be Acme again, and also on the second one. I'm going to write down Acme again. Perfect. So this is how we can change the font here. And similarly, if you want to change the color of it, you can also change the color of it. Okay. So if I wanted to change the color of the sales price into, let's say, the green color, I can simply pick the green color from here. So I'm going to go here with the theme color. And now you can see this, we are having the green color here. Similarly, we can do this on our title. So I'm going to go here with this darker color. Perfect. And we can even make this look darker. All right. So this is looking good. So I'm going to copy this, and I would also apply this on the price. So let's apply this on the price. Okay. So now this is looking good. And I don't want to do anything with my rating. I would only change the color of it. So we're going to have the same kind of a color as we are having for our text. And after this, we have add to cart button. So in the add to cart button, what we have, we're going to have the background color. That is going to be the same color here. This is looking perfect. And after this, we have the border type and the border radius. So I'm going to keep it as the way it is, but we can change the padding value here. Okay. So we can change the padding value here. So I think I'm going to go here with the default value. Okay. And after this, we have our pagination. So we can add the color on our pagination. So let's change the background color here. We can go here with the default background color. And on the active, we can have this color. So let's just put it here. This is looking good. And then we have the sale text. So if you want to customize this, you can customize this as well. Okay. All right. So now what we have to do, we have to add the product filter on our first column. So I'm going to add the product filter here. So I'm going to simply drag this and put this here. So here, the first thing that I would like to go here is the search form. And if I wanted to add any custom URL for redirect, I can simply add this. And we are having these additional options here. That would be to add the title here, but I don't want to add any title. I'm going to go here into the style. And what I will need to do here, I'm going to add the border here. Okay. And this will be probably the same color that we are using here. Now I'm going to add some padding here. So we can add 10px. Okay. So we can go here with the 10px in the padding, and let's just add some border width. Okay. So this is looking good. We can go here with the 3px. And after this, we have the submit button. So in the color, what we're going to do, we're going to simply change this to our green color that we are using. And we can use the same color into our text color as well. All right. So now what I have to do, I have to do one thing here. I would actually need to change the typography here. So this is going to be Acme again. All right. So now this is looking perfect. And now what we have to do, we're going to go inside the add element. Let's just add the product filter again, but now this is going to be another thing. So let's just drag this and put this here after our search form. All right. So now this is going to be the price here. Okay. Now we are having the price here. Now I'm going to add the title here. So what we can write down, product range by price. Okay, products range. Let's just go into the style. And now what we have to do, first we're going to change the typography. So this is going to be as usual, Acme, perfect. And now what we have to do, we have to go inside our range slider. And inside the range slider, I'm going to actually change this color. Okay, so I'm going to click on the classic. I just select the color and we're going to go here with our color. Okay. And similarly, we have our slider handler. So we can also change the color of it. So this is going to be the same color that we are using. So when I put this same color, okay, so I don't want to put this any color here. I would actually like to put the color here over these circle. Okay. All right. So now in the slider handler, we can change the size of it if you wanted to, but we're going to go here with the default value. And now what we have to do, we're going to add our border that is actually solid. And we have to add the border color here. And this is going to be the green color. So now this is looking good. Now we have to match the same color with our button. So we're going to go inside our button. Let's just add our color here. So I'm going to add the same background color that we are using. Perfect. And we can also change the typography here. And now what we have to do, we're going to also change the color on the hover effect. So here we're going to go here with the different color, a kind of darker shade of the same color. So we're going to go here with this one. All right, so we can increase the size here. So now this is looking good. Okay, so after this, what we have to do, we're going to add one more product filter. So let's drag this and put this here. And what we have to do, this is going to be the categories. All right, let's just add the title here. This is going to be categories. Perfect. And now what we have to do, we can add the border here. So I'm going to add the border in the title from the downside. So this is going to be solid. And I'm going to add the border width. And this is going to be from the bottom. It will be actually 3px. Let's just add the color here. And we can decrease the opacity of this. Yes, we can go here with this opacity. Perfect. And I would also change the value here. This is going to be 1px in the bottom. Okay. And now we can simply copy this and we're going to put this into our list items. So let's click on solid. We're going to have this on the bottom side. Okay. Now we're going to add the color here. Perfect. So this is looking good. Okay. So now what we have to do, we have to add some space between all of these product filters. So I'm going to click on the first one and let's just add the padding from the bottom side. So this is going to be 20px. We're going to do the same thing on our second product filter. So this is going to be 20px as well. And now we can also do the same thing on our last one. And this is going to be 20px as well from the bottom side. Perfect. So now what we have to do, we have to add one more thing. That is going to be recently viewed products. So we're going to add this after our categories. All right. So here what we have to do, we have to add the product limit that will be only one. And I would actually go here with a single column structure. Perfect. Now this is looking good and we can go inside the content setting. Okay, so here I don't want to show the price here. So I can simply disable this and what we can do. So we're going to have the add to cart button that is looking perfect. So now what I have to do, I have to align the content into the center. All right, so now this is looking perfect. Okay, so one thing that I have to do in my categories is actually change the font size. So in the title, this is going to be Acme again. So let's click on Acme. And now we're going to do the same thing on our list items. Let's click on typography. And now we're going to go here with Acme. Perfect. Now we're going to do the same thing on our recently viewed product. So we have to add this on our title. So we're going to write down Acme again. And we'll also do the same thing on our add to cart button. So let's write down Acme here as well. Perfect. So now this is looking good. And now what we have to do, we can also add a kind of a banner here. So I'm going to go here into add element again. I will search for container. I will put this after the products range. Okay. And here I would actually like to increase the height of it. So this is going to be around maybe 500px. So I'm going to increase the value here to 500px. Perfect. And now what I have to do, I have to add the heading here. All right. And this is going to be 50% off sale. Okay. And I'm going to put this into the center. And now what I have to do, I have to align my text into the center of the container. So for that, we have to justify our content. Perfect. Now we're going to go inside our style, and I'm going to add the background image here. All right. So now I'm going to simply add this image here and click on select. And now what I have to do, I have to position this into the center. And let's just change the value of the repeat to no repeat. And now we can also change the display size. This is going to be cover. Perfect. And now what we have to do, we have to add the background overlay here. So I'm going to add the background overlay, and this is going to be the dark color. We're going to go here with the black color. Perfect. So I think the opacity is looking fine. Now I'm going to simply click on our text, and let's just first change the typography here. As usual, this is going to be Acme. And now what we have to do, we're going to change the text color here. So this is going to be our green color. So I'm going to go here with the lighter version of it. So let's just change this to this one. Perfect. This is looking great. All right. So now what I have to do, I have to add some space from the bottom side here as well. Okay. So this is going to be on our container. So let's just add this in the margin. Perfect. All right. So our show page is looking great. So now what we have to do, we're going to add some space here at the top. All right. So now we're going to go into the advanced settings. Now we're going to add some padding here from the top. So this is going to be 50px, or we can go here with 70px. So I'm going to go here with 50px. Perfect. This is looking good. So now what we have to do, this is looking perfect. I actually have to optimize this for the mobile version. So I'm going to simply click on the mobile portrait. Okay. So this is looking fine. Everything is looking fine here. But now what I have to do, I have to click on our main container for our product archives. And here what I have to do, I have to add one column here, and this is going to be the 3 rows, or we can go here with the 4 rows, but I'm going to go here with the 3. And now you can see here that our product is looking good. What we can do here, we can add some padding into this. So I'm going to add some padding here. So let's add, we're going to go here with the 20px, and this is looking fine. All right. Okay. So this is looking good. And one thing that we have to do here is actually we have to put our this section that we have, or this container, after our product. So how are we going to do this? I'm going to click on the main container, and I will go into the advanced settings, and I would actually change the order here. So now you'll be able to see we are having our products first, and after that we are having our filters. Perfect. So this is looking good. And one thing that we can do here is to add some space. So for that, we're going to click on our product container, and now we're going to go inside the advanced settings. Okay. And here probably we're going to add the padding from the bottom side. Okay. So now we'll be able to see some space here. So let's change the value here. Okay. So this is looking fine. So we're going to go here with the 30px. Perfect. So we have optimized this for our mobile version as well. So now let's click on our tablet portrait. And now in the tablet portrait, we just have to do one thing. We just have to go inside the content, and I'm going to go here with the 2 column, and this is going to be the 3 rows. Perfect. So we have customized our shop page here. So let's click on publish. And now what we have to do, we have to go back to our WordPress. All right. So now we have created our custom shop page. So now if I just click on our visit store here, now you will be able to see our customized shop page that we have created. Okay. And now you can see here, this is looking good. Okay. So we can do one thing here, that we can go inside the customize. And here we have to go inside the WooCommerce. Let's click on product catalog. Okay. So here in the container layout, we have to go with the full width. And here what we have to do. And in the sidebar layout, we're going to go here with the no sidebar. Perfect. So let's click on publish again. And now we're going to go back to our shop page. Let's just refresh this. Now you can see this, our shop page is looking even more great now. Okay. And this is looking perfect. And this is how we can edit WooCommerce shop page with the help of Elementor. So if you really find this video useful, hit the like button and subscribe the channel.